welcome to another edition of Mr. Walker's podcast with your host, Mr. Walker. Clap it up, clap it up. We are back. Yes, I gave you people a great episode last week. It was for the ladies. This week, it's gonna be for men and women. Whoever could take whatever they can from it. You know, I'm just having open dialogue with the people. You know, hopefully, I could get something back. Some sort of comment, some sort of shares, reposts, follows, subscriptions, subscribe to the YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? Something. But I appreciate all the people that are sending me love through DMs and text messages. I truly appreciate it. This shit is a journey. And, I'm riding. I could be doing something else. Hog tying your family, putting them in the back. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Yeah, so tonight I think we got a few different topics that I believe, we all could kind of have some sort of conversation about. But first, I'm feeling good today. I even put on some kicks. I'm gonna start letting you people know what I do. Easy. Kill, smash, and scrape. It's easy. So, for all those people out there, walking in nice feet pieces, I want you people to know that I'm not saying that I'm the champ, right? But I'm definitely a contender. So, tonight, I pulled out the Andre Agassi Hybrid OG White joints. Let me tell you something about these kicks. You see them? Take a good look. This is what I do. So all those other podcasters getting fresh, I'm letting y'all know. Keep up. Keep up. Fuck around and get drowned. I'm just saying. I'm just talking my shit. But, yeah. So, tonight, I want to start off with a great topic that I think a lot of people are, I don't know if everyone has, the best definition, understanding of this word, but it's being thrown around a lot. I wanted to discuss it. And it is gaslighting. Is someone gaslighting you? Are they? It's a way that people abuse others by manipulating the situation, right? Distraction, and also distorting the reality, what it really is. Whatever that may be. Between two people. And most of the time it happens in relationships. Man, woman on woman, man on man, whatever. And most of the time it's placing blame on someone when they are clearly wrong. When you're clearly wrong, but you're placing the blame on someone else. And a lot of times people do that until you actually cave. Until you cave in. Some people are great at it. At times I feel like I could be great at it. I try not to use my evil powers. And I'm sure everyone has them, right? Especially with someone that I care about. But I think for me, personally, that comes from being in the street. I think a part of the gaslighting and manipulating the situation, right? Especially when I used to be in trouble, getting in trouble. I had to think quick to get out of situations. And I think through the years, until I actually decided to give that life up, it was something that I did on a normal basis. Well, whenever I got caught. But it could also happen at work. You know, with the terrible boss that you have, right? That doesn't know how to do shit. And you're constantly doing your job and theirs. And you're proving whatever this boss has done or laid out, it's always holes, right? That need to be plugged. And most of the time, you're plugging the holes or you're correcting this person, right? But some sort of way, the boss doesn't take blame, accountability. And instead of saying, yeah, I screwed that up, they throw it back on you. And because most of the time they are your boss, they're in the position that they're in, they can't be made to look like they don't know more than you. So all of those things plays a part in gaslighting. Like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to happen in a relationship between two people. It could be any type of relationship. Work, girl on girl, boy on boy, whatever type of relationship. People gaslight each other very often. But for those people that didn't grow up like I did, what would be the reason that they will be gaslighting their partner if they never had to use those tactics growing up? What would be the reason? I also found that people that gaslight others are narcissistic people. They're narcissists. A lot of times, well, let's just say this. I know of a particular situation where someone was cheated on. And instead of taking the blame, especially when they got cheated on, they always try to give the reason why they cheated. Instead of saying, I fucked up, I cheated. And they're always trying to fix it and get back, right? But in the repairing stage or trying to get back quickly together with this person, they never take the blame. And it's like a quick fix. So the relationship will never be the same. And in that instant, they are just thinking about themselves. It's all about them, right? Their needs, their wants, and repairing whatever it is that they may feel, even after they got caught cheating. Some people really believe, not even believe, some people really are heartbroken even after they get caught cheating. Like, how the hell can you be hurt, right? If you cheated on me, is that not the most selfish shit in the world? Like, I'm the one that's supposed to be crying and boo-hooing and drinking and whatever else, right? To get through this. Sleeping in late, being late to work, all of that shit. But I caught you, but you're the one outside my house popping my tires, coming up to my job, doing all the crazy shit. But I caught you. I caught you. And a lot of times those people do the gaslighting as well. And are narcissistic people. Right? I mean, wouldn't you say so? Those people, they're great at evading the possibility that it could be their fault. Right? Like, you see that every day. Every day. They don't know how to take accountability. They hate it. They hate being wrong. But it's like, that's the only way that it could be fixed. You have to see, you gotta see where you might have screwed up in a relationship between you and this person. You have to. Or it'll never be the same. Ever. Ever. And accountability, that's the word for the day. Accountability. People just don't know how to do so. They don't know how to take the blame for where they might have screwed up in the relationship between you and this person. And that has happened to me just recently. I think that's part of the reason why I'm here dolo. That's part of the reason. Some people just don't know how to say, I screwed the relationship up. Right? They don't see, and it might be because of some sort of addiction. And not necessarily drugs or alcohol. It could be a person that is consumed with believing, right, that they do no wrong. But then even when you pour the alcohol on, or you inject the drug, or you inhale the drug, that mind state, that mind frame that they're in is enhanced. It could be. I'm just saying. People nowadays, they don't know. It's almost like they need to press the reset button. Straight up and down. Like, it's not, it's a hard pill to swallow. It's a hard pill to swallow. But even to, hash things out between you and your partner that, is a cheater, or even to, like, how do you I have a question. How do you avoid someone gaslighting you? Because your reality is yours and theirs is theirs, right? So how do you come to some sort of, like, agreement where you would probably have to agree to disagree, right? Or both of you taking accountability for where things might have been screwed up. How do you avoid people like that, or relationships like that? Do you have to date longer, right, without intimacy? Or, ask questions about their past and do the homework, where you're actually taking mental notes, right? Instead of being smitten by the way this person looks and wanting to jump into bed with them, you give it some time. You give it some time. And however long you may need, you might want to screw that fat ass of hers. You might want that thing bouncing all over the place, child. Or son came to your job in those gray sweatpants. You might want that Cockasaurus, child. So, yeah, what do you have to do to avoid the people like that, right? Like gaslighting people that gaslight the shit out of you. Well, how do you find out about a person that is like that? What's the answer? So, I think it's story time. Y'all with me? All right. Quick story. So, when I was younger, much younger, you know, I was into a lot of shit. I was doing a lot of things, right? I wasn't quite out the street yet, but I was slowing down. Early 20s. Well, I thought I was slowing down. But, so I get into a scuffle. I get the best of someone. I got the police called on me. These work great. Anybody that know, they know. Right? They know me. They the best. I'm probably 60 and 0, but that's besides the point. So, got the best of someone. Police were called on me. And, you know, I'm in the streets. I'm selling that narcotic. So, you know, I'm a wild young man. But let me put this out there. I have no jail record. It's crazy. I'm lying. I have overnights. 2. And I had a misdemeanor when I was 16 because I punched this kid's teeth out. I told you about that story. Matter of fact, I don't even think it was a misdemeanor. I was too young to be charged. I was 16. So my mom's had to pay that money, and that was that. But, so this time, like I said, I get the best of somebody in a fist fight. And I go to the county jail. I'm in the bullpen. If anybody's been there, the door slammed. And it might be some people locked up. Most of the time, it's people, alcoholics, you know, shit like that. But this night, I walk in. It's a few alcoholics, but they on the other side. And it's a kid in the corner. I don't look at him up and down, but I see that he has like on a Laker warm-up suit with the pants that snap on the side. I seen that because he was turned to the side a little bit. We caught eye contact. I went in my corner. It was freezing in there. So I put my head in my shirt and put my arms in and pulled the shirt over my head and was just sitting on the bench like that. So after maybe about 5 minutes, I could feel that someone was sitting next to me. So the person said, "Yo, what you in here for? What you do?" I didn't even lift my head. I didn't even lift my head out of my shirt. I answered him while in my shirt. I said, "Oh, I had a fist fight. I got the best of somebody. They called the police on me." He's like, "Word?" He's like, "You be out here on the RR. Released on your own recognizance, right?" So, you know, maybe 30 seconds went by. My head is still in my shirt. I don't even bother to ask this person. I'm not thinking about it. Well, I wasn't for 30 seconds. So I said, "So what you do? Why you in here?" Child, that was a question that I probably shouldn't have asked. Because in that moment, I was taking my head out of my shirt. And as I'm taking my head out of my shirt, my eyes zeroed in on his sneakers. They were Converse weapons that matched the Laker jersey, that matched the Lakers warm-up suit. My eyes started there because they're on the ground. And I could see red spots all over the sneakers. So I said, let me follow the trail. The dots were small, and then they got larger as they went up his leg. By the time my eyes got to his waist, I said to myself, this mofo was bleeding to death. Somebody need to come in this cell and help him. But he's still telling me what he's in for. By the time I got to his chest, I'm like, this boy is dying. Somebody, Freddy Krueger, Jason, somebody done got to this boy, right? Now, child, by the time I got up here to his neck, he said, they said I shot somebody, but I didn't do it. I looked at him in his face, and I seen blood all on his cheeks. At that point, I thought I fell asleep in my shirt and I was having a bad nightmare. Then I said, you didn't do it, huh? He said, no. I said, well, shit. Were you giving him CPR trying to bring him back to life? Cause if you didn't do it, you should have saved that boy. Cause there's blood everywhere. Who? In that moment, I realized I'm not the craziest ninja in the world. Listen, I did everything but jump and call for my mama, yanking the boss. I waited my turn. They came in, in the morning, they gave us a bologna sandwich with stale bread and the milk. And because I thought I was a nice looking young man, go upstairs in the courtroom and there'd be a bunch of young girls waiting for me. But when I got up there that morning to see the judge, the only person that was behind that glass was my mama. So all of them girls that was chasing behind me and, oh, you sow this, you sow that, and none of them showed up. No phone calls, no, Miss Walker, we want to come with you to get him. None of that. The only person that was there was my mother. Crazy. But, another topic I would like to discuss is a term called micro cheating. Yeah, micro cheating. That's a thing. Listen. It's open floor, and I want to bring different type of conversations to this podcast for us to discuss. But micro cheating is a thing. It's basically opening the door for someone to come on in. That, for real. Dead serious. And it's conversations or flirting, inappropriate conversations. You know what I'm saying? It could be through DM. It could be at work. Like, that work husband shit. Playing that game. Get somebody hurt. And, a lot of people do it in different ways, right? So, for me, I've noticed that I've seen it where guys, they don't have any intentions on actually cheating, right? But they might suffer from some sort of insecurity. And they just need that reassurance, right? To make them feel like women find them attractive, or a married man knowing that women in the world still wants him. But he has no real intentions on actually doing something. So, in a sense, you could say that's micro cheating, but he's not going forward, and he's not using the compliments to then go back at them to have an inappropriate conversation. You understand what I'm saying? Micro cheating creates some sort of intimacy. Not fucking, but intimacy. You understand? Like, I need you to pay attention. I need you to see me. I need those compliments. Now, what you do with those compliments, what you do with that inappropriate conversation is another thing. Talking about things that interest one another, right? Like, but then, let's say both of you, man to woman, woman to man, it's sort of like piquing interest in one another. You understand? Like, oh, you like doing so and so on the weekend? Oh, me too. Maybe we could get together. You understand what I'm saying? Like giving too much of yourself, but leaving the door open for like some sort of inappropriate conversation or someone to say something to you that goes a little bit too far. So most of the time it happens, you can recognize the signs early, right? Like a heterosexual man that's into women and you're a nice looking young lady, when you give that guy too much conversation and too much of your personal life, it piques some sort of interest, especially if you're a woman nowadays that are you're into sports. And he might be into sports. If you're single and you watch sports on the weekend, college football, basketball, NFL, whatever it may be, if that's something that you do alone and he knows that, I guarantee you, eventually he's going to be asking to watch sports together. I guarantee it. That's why a lot of times, based on who you're friends with, especially at work, you gotta be careful, like when you're talking and what to say and what not to say. And that's kind of hard, like especially working with the opposite sex at work. It's kind of hard. You guys probably spend so much more time together than you do alone. You probably putting in double shifts, triple shifts. So it's hard to like not speak about your personal life, right? But when you say things like, oh, I'm chilling this weekend. I'm just gonna stay in the house. And relax. Cool. Cutoff point is stay in the house and just relax. But then when you add on things like, yeah, this weekend I'm gonna catch up on some rest. I'm gonna stay in the crib and relax. I'm gonna take a shower. I'm gonna put on my pajamas, get in my bed and just watch some movies and pig out. Just me, alone. That right there, that alone part, you crack the door a little bit for that person to come on in. Any man that's attracted to you, what do you think he's going to say? He might not say it that day, but he will. But he will. Or he's thinking it. He's getting the courage up to say it. Micro cheating. It's definitely a thing. How do you avoid it? Don't tell too much of your personal life. And don't make your personal life, especially like your downtime, that juicy, right? Like that ass. But no, I'm just saying, like, don't make it that interesting. For real, like people always, like I said, especially when you're a good looking person, people always want to be in your space. Don't be a thirst bucket. Be comfortable with the person that you have. I know that I don't look a certain way to everyone, right? Everyone doesn't find everyone attractive. Everyone doesn't find me attractive. Cool. I'm cool with that. I don't need everyone to feel like I'm attractive, except the one I'm dealing with. You understand what I'm saying? So, and at work, like, especially with those work husbands, ladies, y'all can mess around and get somebody hurt at work. That's totally inappropriate. We don't play house. Not here. Not me. It's not happening. Play house. Why play house when you got a real house that you starring in? You're the lead actress. This is real shit. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so all of that extra conversation, all that extra playing, all that extra intimate conversations at work with the opposite sex, kill that shit. That work husband shit is for children. We grown as fuck in here. Keep that shit. You gonna get Randy, whatever the hell his name's, beat up bad. And the boss. The boss hired him. Shit. So, we gonna wrap this up. This was a quick one, but I felt like I needed to get that gaslighting and micro cheating off my chest. To see what you people think about, you know, those topics. But to the people that feel like, you know, someone in your life constantly gaslights you, take a stand. Take a stand. You know, especially when people say that you're interpreting what they're saying the wrong way, right? A lot of times people do that when they're trying to get out of apologizing for where they screwed up between you two. So, like I said, take a stand. You know what I mean? See your faults. See where you might have went wrong. And take the blame. But then you know, like, listen, if I'm willing to see where I went wrong, I need you to do the same so we could continue this bond, this relationship of ours. With that being said, I hope I gave you people another great show. We rolling. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's WTW_NYC. Go to the YouTube page and hit subscribe. So that means every time I post, whether it's a show, podcast, a short, a clip from the podcast, or the sneaker show coming, you'll get notifications. You could turn the notifications off so your phone doesn't go crazy during the course of the day. But I will be mindful of, you know, and it's going to be times. It's not going to be during the course of the day. Like you work, I work, people work, right? Well, people I know that's around me. Some people don't, but that's besides the point. Yeah, I need you people to subscribe, to follow, to like, to share. Let your friends know what's going on over here. It's real shit. It's real conversation. This conversation that you're getting from me, these topics that you're getting from me, the way we converse with one another through DMs, in public, in person, whatever, it's real shit. To the people that really know me off this camera, y'all know, like, for a lot of years, I always had a lot of shit up here that I would love to discuss with, especially the opposite sex. But later on in the years of my life, I finally got comfortable enough to where I felt like I could be funny. I could show my soft side. Because when you're in the street, you gotta be the tough guy all the time. It wasn't until I got older where I felt like, yo, I'm gonna get a world this shit. So here I am. I hope you people enjoyed the show. And we gonna close it out with, we rollin' bitches.